Guys, I just wanted to stop by and give you a little information on fiber, whole grains, and how to add them to your diet every day. I had that question proposed to me this week, so I thought that I would just come by and share a little information on what fiber is, where to get it, what role it plays in our health, and really how to add it to our daily diet. So fiber is found in all plant foods. So when I say all plant foods, so your fruits, your vegetables, your whole grains, your nuts, your seeds, your legumes, all your whole grains contain fiber. But fiber is the undigested part of the plant. So we don't get any actual nutrients or vitamins and minerals from the fiber itself. But being that it's undigested, that itself plays a big role in our health. So that being said, there's two types of fiber. There's soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber is known for reducing cholesterol, the LDL, the bad cholesterol, and improving blood sugar. So very important for the diabetic, the pre-diabetic, or for anybody that has any blood sugar issues. But it also helps keep you fuller longer. So it helps to prevent us from overeating, helps with cravings because we don't get the spikes in our blood sugar. And so it will help with weight management, weight loss. And then there's insoluble fiber, and insoluble fiber plays the role in our colon health. So it helps to create bulk and create healthy bowel movements. So they're both very, very important. So instead of focusing on one or the other, because there's a variety of foods that contain soluble fiber and a variety of foods that contain insoluble fiber, and some of them will actually cross over. So what I usually recommend is just to have a variety of plant-based foods so that you do obtain enough soluble and insoluble fiber in your diet. So whole grains, I just wanted to mention a little info on that, because a lot of people don't really understand why we should eat whole grains and what to look for when you're buying packaged foods. So the whole grain is the plant in its whole form, and it has three important parts. The bran, the outer coating, that's where the fiber is. The endosperm is the middle, and the germ is where the nutrients are at the very, very inner part of that grain. So when food is processed, the bran and the germ are removed, and the only thing left is the endosperm. So just by me sharing that with you, you should be like now aware that, wow, there's really not much left to that processed food. Yes, they do fortify it, but it's not the same as eating the whole grain. So what I want to encourage you today is to really look for foods in their whole form. Eat more fresh produce, more legumes and nuts and seeds. And when you're buying a whole grain in a package, look for the word whole. Make sure there's a variety of grains in there as well. Don't just look for whole wheat flour in everything that you eat, because you want to get a variety of grains. You want to get a variety of nutrition, and not everybody is tolerating the wheat today anyway. So I would recommend that you aim for about 3 grams of fiber or more per serving when you're looking at the label. And when you're reading the ingredients, you're going to be aiming for a multi-grain, whole grain, but a variety of grains, and not a whole lot of ingredients either. You don't want to have too much additives to that. So how do you add this to your day every day? Very simply, think about, how can I add plants to my meals at each meal and snack? So if we think about breakfast, maybe you'll have some oatmeal, throw some blueberries in, maybe a little ground flaxseed. Right there, I have 3 sources of fiber. Okay, you don't like cereals or whole grain cereals or oatmeal or other wonderful hot cereals in the morning. Maybe you want to have eggs. So go ahead, have your scrambled eggs, but maybe mix in some vegetables, some spinach, some peppers, onions, whatever it is that you enjoy, and have some whole grain toast with that. Or maybe you'll have potatoes on the side. That's a whole food. So there's a simple way to add fiber to your breakfast. Lunchtime, you might have a salad, and on that salad, you can throw in some beans or legumes or lentils, maybe some quinoa, maybe some brown rice, maybe some sliced sweet potato. And of course, your salad itself will have plenty of vegetables in it, I hope. All right, you don't want to have a salad. Maybe you want to have a sandwich. So you can do that too, but choose a whole grain bread or a whole grain wrap. Whatever choice you make as a sandwich, just add some vegetables to that too. You can slice some peppers, you can slice some tomatoes, different varieties of lettuces and spinach, and maybe try hummus as a spread instead of mayonnaise or mustard. Dinner time, if you just follow the healthy plate, which I've shared with a lot of my clients already, fill half your plate with vegetables. You're halfway there with meeting your goal for your meal for fiber. And then you're going to divide that plate in half. And if you're already plant-based, you're probably having a plant-based protein, which will provide you more fiber. And then on the other quarter of your plate is going to be your starch or your whole grain. Key word, whole grain. So you're either going to have like a quinoa or a brown rice or maybe a whole grain natural pasta. Or maybe you decided you wanted to do some roasted root vegetables or even peas or beans, whatever you want, sweet potatoes. Those are all starchy whole foods. So go ahead. That is a really simple approach. I hope that you've really learned a lot here today. I also just wanted to mention some other snacks that you could have that would provide some fiber. So popcorn is one option. You can have some hummus and vegetables. You could also have a granola bar. You can have apple with peanut butter. You can have a yogurt and mix in some fruit and maybe some whole grain again, whether it's slivered almonds or you want to mix in some oatmeal or a cereal, maybe some hemp seed. There's so many options. So just think about, how can I add more fiber to my day? Where am I getting a plant source? But one last tip, make sure you drink plenty of water and don't go from 0 to 60. If you are new to eating fiber, do not add too much too soon or you will feel distension and bloating and gas and you'll be uncomfortable. So go slow, start slow, make sure you drink plenty of fluid so that everything will move through nicely and you're going to start to feel wonderful. You're going to love the way you feel. You're not going to overeat. You're going to see changes in your blood sugar and hopefully your cholesterol will lower if it's elevated. So go ahead, give it a try and let me know if you have any questions at all. Talk to you soon.